News, top 10s, and lifestyle zone, guys. How are you? Where are you watching in from? Arsenal fans, are you okay? Because today I'm really live onto this channel, which goes by names of the football news, top 10s, and lifestyle zone, as I bring you what we call the Maddison to Arsenal transfer setback in there. How are you guys? And I hope you are really doing great in there, because lots of things are not really at the level where Arsenal really expect them to be. They are really chasing on for James Maddison. They really want to get in signings in here, left, right, and center. But can the budget that Arsenal have really go ahead and help them do the needful and really get in James Maddison? That is the big question in here. And we have a story right from the mouth of the manager of a team which goes by the names of a team which goes by the names of Leicester City in here, coming out and confirming to us that something is not yet at a level as Arsenal think it is in there. And Simon Stone quoting him in there and saying that something might not happen between Arsenal and a team which goes by names of Leicester City. All right, if I told you are new to this channel, subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm Rokan David, aka Haradi, onto this channel. Now it looks like Arsenal won't really be there and say that we are really done with this transfer of James Maddison joining a team which goes by names of Arsenal in there. Maddison looks like he is ready to join a team which goes by names of Arsenal, but man who goes by the names of Brendan Rodgers, who happens to be the manager of a team which goes by names of Leicester City, has come out and cleared air onto this, that Maddison is joining a team which goes by the names of Arsenal. Arsenal look like they really want to get a central attacking midfielder, although they really got in Smith Rowe and they gave him a new contract. Arsenal looks like it's not enough. A man who goes by names of Smith Rowe to come through and run that central attacking midfield as Arsenal really want it to run in there. So it looks like it won't be easy for Maddison to cross from Leicester to a team which goes by names of Arsenal. One reason, Arsenal look like they don't have the money. They have to first sell to buy. That's the condition at Arsenal in there. Stanley Kroenke coming through, not at the level of really issuing a man who goes by the names of Arteta and a man who goes by the names of Ed Woodward, a very good amount of money. Remember, they only offered 80 million shillings in there. And when you look at how Arsenal have spent the 80 million pounds, they first brought in a player who goes by names of Nuno Tavares at 7 million pounds. They brought in Lokonga at 18 million pounds. Those are 25. They've brought in a player who goes by names of Ben White in there from Brighton. Those are 75 million pounds in there. That means on the money that Arsenal is having to spend, they are left with just 5 million pounds in there. And guess what? How much does a team which goes by names of Leicester want? Leicester wants 60 million pounds in there for a man who goes by names of James Maddison. Arsenal came in and told Leicester that we really have something which is called players that we can really offer to you and get you some money. And Leicester told them there is no way we are really doing this deal, because for us, what we want is we want cash from you. Remember, last season, Arsenal really made a very big bid on a man who goes by names of James Maddison in there for you, and they turned it down, but they had the money, close to 70 million pounds, and Leicester said no. But the inclusion of Soumare into the Leicester City squad from Lille in there, that means Leicester are beefing up their squad in there, because it looked like they played some 14 Premier League games without James Maddison in there. That to me, I think he is not being present into the team of Leicester is really a very big gap, because no one can do what he does. And I think that's why the manager of Leicester has come out and said these words, that I really want to play for you and show you onto your screen and know why there is a transfer setback in there as far as Arsenal and Maddison joining them is concerned. Now, Brendan Rodgers, after playing a team which goes by names of Villarreal, they won that game 3-2 in there. After winning that game of a team which goes by names of Villarreal, Brendan Rodgers came out and said the following words. He was on a press conference. They asked him about a man who goes by the names of James Maddison on his whereabouts. Is he leaving a team which goes by names of Leicester to join Arsenal in there? Because it has been propelled and in the news. We knew that this deal is going to come to happening in there. And this is what Brendan Rodgers said. It comes in from Simon Stone. Simon Stone works with BBC in there. And these are the words of the manager of Leicester City, Brendan Rodgers, on James Maddison at LFC Future. All Brendan Rodgers reacts to Maddison's future at Leicester City. I believe he will stay, working very hard in training. Clearly, clearly gossip and speculation at this time of year. Important member of our squad, hopefully this year, can show the real top player that he is. Oh my God, that shows you that the manager is really having him in his plans. But our doubts are, we are asking ourselves, why did they bring in Soumare? Did they think that Winfred indeed is going to go, or this player is going to live in there? Because Mikel Arteta is really doing this and has to do the best, because since 1996 Arsenal have been playing European football, whether in the Europa League or the Champions League. But this time around, they are not even in the Europa League, not even the Europa Conference League, not in the Champions League, because they finished 8th into the so-called Premier League. Even the other season, when a man who goes by names of Arteta came in, Arsenal really finished 8th, but they won the FA Cup. And when you win an FA Cup into the Premier League, into the English, in the Premier League, you earn yourself a chance to play into the UEFA Europa League in there. So to me, I think this is something that Arsenal won't like to hear in there, because there are words that I've seen. A man who goes by names of Brandon Rodgers feels like he's an important member of the squad and he really wants him to stay. And he's also said that with the addition of Soumare, that means he's really going to be enjoying in there, because he's now going to be having enough time really to go through and really do the needful and really attack, go into more advanced positions, because there is Soumare and a player who goes by the names of Ndidi. But when you look at Soumare, the way he plays, he does not play into the Maddison role. I think the only player that can really match Maddison in there is that player who goes by the names of Tielemans in there. Tielemans, very good player, Belgian in there, and he looks to be one of the best members of the squad of a team which goes by the names of Leicester City. But all in all, Arsenal really have all the hope into this deal. I don't know what you guys think about this deal, because tomorrow a team which goes by names of Leicester is going to play in the Community Shield with a team which goes by names of Man City, and a man who goes by names of Maddison into the squad of a team which goes by the names of Leicester City in there. And we expect him to play for Leicester City, and he's going to start because the manager said that what he knows is one, Maddison has not yet reached his peak, because they bought him in 2018 from a team which goes by the names of Norwich in there, and they brought him at Leicester in there. And he is a very talented player, Maddison is a very talented player. For me, I think he's even better than Jack Grealish in there. So, and the problem is, if at all they've just sold Jack Grealish at £100 million to a team which goes by the names of Man City, you get this might give Leicester City a verge or a gauge at which they are really going to sell this player who goes by the names of Maddison, because Jack Grealish was in a team which goes by names of Aston Villa. They were not playing Champions League football or European football in there, and they had to pay £100 million for him. I don't know whether into the contract of James Maddison there is a release clause, because Aston Villa did this to say £100 million because they gave him a new contract after the COVID. And you know how the finances of teams have been after this COVID. And this really led to a team which goes by names of Aston Villa, knowing that if at all you put a buyout clause of £100 million, no club will come in and pay £100 million to a man who goes by names of Jack Grealish. And guess what? Man City came up and they made the buyout clause, and they triggered it. And the player also wanted to go and play for a team which goes by names of Man City, making him the most expensive player in the Premier League. He has broken the record of a man who goes by the names of Harry Maguire, the most expensive English player, at £80 million in there. Now this one has been bought at 100 in there. So we expect Maddison to play in the game against Leicester City, but the price that was put on Jack Grealish might really tempt a team which goes by the Leicester City to increase from 60 maybe to 80 or to 100 in there, because if a man who is not playing Champions League football or European football and is not competing for the title and is the main man into Aston Villa is priced at £100 million, then that means a player that I look at Maddison, and I think it's better because for me, I think Maddison is a natural. To me, I don't know what you guys think about Maddison and Jack Grealish, who is better. You can as well go to the live chat and tell me what you think about this. But to me, I think a man who goes by the names of Maddison is better than Jack Grealish in there, and I think he must cost a lot of money than Jack Grealish. So Arsenal might really take care as they really take on this deal because it can backfire, and Leicester City can turn themselves around because one of the factors as to why Jack Grealish costed a lot of money, he was on a long contract. And the same applies to Maddison. He has just signed a 4-year contract at Leicester City. And the only thing that Arsenal are giving a man who goes by names of Maddison is the money, because Arsenal really want to double the salary of a man who goes by the names of James Maddison in there. But all in all, this video was all about Brendan Rodgers coming out and saying that they're having the player into their deal, into their plans, and they don't see him living in there. Talking to BBC in there, he said that I believe he will stay working very hard in training, clearing gossip and speculation at this time of the year because it's the summer in there. Important member of the squad. Hopefully this year can show the real top player that he is, because because we've waited for Maddison in there. So this is his year to come in and show us that I'm the real Maddison that Leicester City bought from Norwich in there, because Norwich also put in a clause that if at all he's leaving Leicester City, they're supposed to get close to 17 million pounds in there. That's why you see a team which goes by names for Leicester City really put a high price on a man who goes by names of James Maddison. But to me, I think if Arsenal really raises this money, Leicester is going to come out and sell this player, because Leicester is a selling club. One, let me take you back. In 2016, after they won the Premier League, you would have said that they are not going to sell any player because they've won the Premier League and they're going to play to the Champions League. They would have only gone ahead to put their squad right into a better position in there. But guess what they did? They sold N'Golo Kante, close to 35 million pounds, to a team which goes by names of Chelsea. They sold Drinkwater to the same team. Next season, they sold Riyad Mahrez to a team which goes by names of Man City, close to 60 million pounds in there. Next season, they sold a player who goes by names of Harry Maguire, 80 million pounds in there. Last season, they sold Chilwell to a team which goes by names of Chelsea at 50 million pounds. So Leicester is a selling club. That's what you should know about Leicester. Don't even be compromised. Arsenal just has to get the money. These words that Brendan Rodgers are saying, you get, that have brought you into this story, won't put a team which goes by names of Arsenal off. Provided Arsenal gets the money, Arsenal can get in James Maddison. All right, you go into the live chat and go and tell me what you think about this story of James Maddison to Arsenal transfer setback as a team which goes by the names of Leicester City. Its manager, who goes by the names of Brendan Rodgers, has said that he still has a man who goes by names of Maddison into his future. Remember, there are games that he never really featured in. The other one, there is one that they brought him in a team where there was no Ndidi, also Mare in there. It was seen as the first team that the manager is fancying. Then news came up and said he is really leaving there. The other game that he missed, his wife was giving birth in there, and that's the problem as to why he really missed it up. So, guys, I really want to see you into the live chat and tell me what you think about this deal. Smash a like on the video, comment and share. Tell me what you think about James Maddison transfer setback in here. Arsenal fans in there. I'm having Kaima Eric already in there. Thank you, Kaima Eric, for watching in. Endeavor to subscribe. Bro, have never seen a hopeless team like Arsenal. You've gone off the limits. You've gone off the limits. I know Arsenal annoys its fans in there, but I think it's not hopeless, because if at all it were hopeless, when you look at their new structure, I usually give these people an example of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because I support Manchester United in there. Supporting Manchester United, Ole comes in, gets his first full season. What turned around that season was United getting in a player who goes by names of Bruno Fernandes. Harry Maguire was a good addition. Arwan Bissaka was a good addition. James 50-50 in there, because he contributed to some goals in there. The first 5 games of the season, he really helped Manchester United to get some wins in there. But Bruno coming in January 26th, July 2020, January 26th, 2020, it turned around things at Manchester United. So to me, I think the same thing can happen to a team which goes by names of Arsenal, if at all they bring in Maddison, because I think Arsenal used to attack. You see, Arsenal is an attack-minded team, and they play a lot through the central axis in there. Now, Arsenal doesn't have those players that can really get that ball through the central axis of the midfield. And guys, any team that doesn't play through the central axis gets problems. That was the problem with Manchester United before Bruno came in. But after Bruno came in, everything really got back to where it's supposed to be. So to me, I think Arsenal really has to go on and do the needful and get in James Maddison, let them break the bank and then bring in James Maddison. Let them get out of this news that we have to sell. We have to sell to buy. Let Arsenal be given the money. Let Arteta get in this man. Because for me, I know how Maddison is good. Maddison is a very good player, and I don't know what you guys think. Go into the comment section or live chat and tell me what you think about this story. Smash a like on the video, comment and share. This is Rokan David. React to Maddison to Arsenal transfer setback as it's being told us by the man who goes by the names of Simon Stones from BBC after that game of Villarreal, their last preseason game in there. The manager said that he really has Maddison into his plans. But I don't know what you think about it. Maddison is going to be to the match squad of a team which goes by the names of Leicester as they play Chelsea, as they play Man City into it's called the Community Shield in there. And tomorrow, Arsenal is playing. Arsenal is playing a team which goes by the names of Tottenham Hotspur into the Mind Series tournament in there. It's the last game that is happening in the Mind Series, and I've already done a video showing the predicted lineup of Arsenal, and Ben White is predicted to start in there. So lots of things to talk about tomorrow because the predicted lineup is already in there. So the confirmed lineup news will come through in there, but go into the comment section. For those that are going to watch this video later, go into the comment section and tell me what you think about James Maddison. Yes, James Maddison to Arsenal transfer setback, as you've seen that into what a manager of Leicester has come out and said that he feels like Maddison is really going to come to stay at a team which goes by names of Leicester City. But Arsenal fans, be rest assured, this deal can happen if at all you get the 60 million pounds or 70 that Leicester wants, because Leicester is a selling team. Let no one lie to you. Leicester is a selling team. It's a team that sells its players. Let no one lie to you. It sells players every season. Every season they sell a player at 50 million pounds plus. The less they did it was in 2016 when they sold N'Golo Kante to Chelsea. But after N'Golo Kante, the next player they sold was Mahrez, between 50 and 60 million pounds to Manchester City. They sold a player who goes by the names of Harry Maguire to a team which goes by the names of Manchester United at 80. They sold Ben Chilwell to Chelsea at 50 million pounds in there. And now, if at all Arsenal really breaks the bank and gets 70 million pounds in there, they'll be given James Maddison. I don't know what you think about James Maddison joining a team which goes by the names of Arsenal in there. The transfer setback has been set in there, and more is yet to come, because even tomorrow, after the game of Leicester City and a team which goes by names of Man City, of which I think a player who goes by names of James Maddison is going to be one of the top performers into that game, because Man City is a team that does not really stop its opponents from playing football. You get, so James Maddison will have all the space he requires to make things happen. He might even get himself a goal. He might be the reason as to why Leicester will win. He'll get in an assist, a free kick or a corner kick, or he'll sit down a player. So James Maddison, expect all that from that game. And he will be in front of the camera, and we have something to say about it, because James Maddison is going to be into the camera tomorrow. That's what I know, and we'll be asked about his links to Arsenal, and we wait to see what he's going to tell us in here on the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. We will be here to bring you all that news in here onto this channel. Thank you guys for watching in. Kaima Eric, 5-finger salute. All those watching in and you don't want to come into the live chat and tell me what you think about this story, 5-finger salute to you guys, and I'm signing out for now. See you later, guys. Tomorrow, maybe later, we are going to come up with a live stream, as Arsenal fans have come out and really said that they want a player who goes by names of Messi at Arsenal. They are tasking who? They are tasking Edu, Stanley Kroenke, and a man who goes by names of Arteta to complete the signing of a man who goes by the names of Lionel Messi. I'm out for now. Bye-bye. See you later.